Three, two, one. Welcome back to another AT Talks episode. We're on topic 3, that's National Athletic Training Month. We have 3 other people in here today besides me. We have Brice, we have Aaron, and we have Matt. Do you guys want to tell the world a little bit about yourself before we get into the topic?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. I'm Brice Winter. I work for a physical therapy clinic in Paris, Texas. I also work as an outreach athletic trainer for our local junior college and one of our local high schools. So I'm here. I'm 25. I'm kind of a new professional and just got started. Let you introduce yourself.
I'm Matt. I 30. I've been practicing as an athletic trainer for 8 years. I currently work in the clinic outreach setting for the University of Rochester's Medical Center in Western New York.
Okay. So my name is Aaron. Are we good? My name is Aaron Jackson. I am currently at Temple University. I work with the NovaCare Rehabilitation Clinic, and I'm the head athletic trainer for the cheer programs at Temple. And I'm also getting my master's degree right now from Temple as well.
Awesome.
A little bit about me. And I'm like 25, just started. Up to 25. So
There you go, brother. Any big plans for National Athletic Training Month? Anything you plan on doing? Anybody?
I'm doing a question of the day. It can literally be anything. It's going to be kind of like a survey. They come and mark on the board. I will have a question that I'll ask each athlete that walks through the door. Just kind of, it's not really geared towards athletic training, just trying to better healthcare, you know. It's I'm trying to make my relationships better and kind of use March as a stepping stone to do that.
yeah, I like that idea actually. I think I see you have Mama Vitaly on your board in the back. So I think that's a wonderful idea. For me, I spend National Athletic Training Month really just trying to get people to know more about as a whole. We still are in a phase of people still don't know what we do and all that difficulty that I run through all the time. I'm always explaining myself like, no, I don't train athletes. I provide health care to them. So it's a little bit different. So I spend this month really like talking to my friends, family, people on the outside I walk into really about what I do, how I can help you, how I can better service you. Athletic trainers just don't always work in a collegiate or a sports setting. They do also work in will be in clinics and sometimes industrial settings as well. So that's kind of how I usually spend my month usually.
Matt, you got anything?
I mean, I feel like I fall in pretty similar with Aaron. You know, I put up the posters. I try and spread awareness at my job, but also kind of on social media. I wouldn't say so much family members and friends because I feel like they have an idea of what I do, but try and kind of educate the public because I agree it's kind of crazy. We are now in 2020 and it's still hard, whereas you talk to someone in Canada and you basically say, I use that example being so close to the border, you know, talking to people, new people, and you could just say an athletic trainer is an athletic therapist, and over there they automatically are like, oh yeah, I get it, like we're good. But over here you say athletic trainer and people are still like, so do you work, can you give me the beach body? Can you get me ready for, you know, like a max deadlift? Can you get me ready for my sporting season? You know, and all those answers, yes, we can, but obviously that is only like potentially a small portion of what we can do and not our main focus. So
I had a referee ask me the other day if I could get him on a program. I stole this from Thomas, but now that when I introduce myself to referees and umpires, I will introduce as a healthcare provider. I'm like a healthcare provider here, athletic trainer as well. And if they have any questions, I tend to kind of explain it that way. think our clinic, we're going to try to do interviews of each of our athletic trainers that work for Exact, and we're probably going to post them on Facebook for our community to kind of see and let us talk about what we do a little bit and what position we're in. Especially in the outreach, position, because a lot of parents still don't know us. It is a pretty high turnover rate sometimes. And so we're just trying to get our names out there and our faces.
Yeah, I think that's a big piece too, just really getting that recognition down. Especially if you're in the outreach and you work outside of high school, it's kind of hard for parents to really know, your patients know who you are for sure, but it's the parents that we definitely need to get on board to get them understanding that, hey, this is what I can do and help you out with. I can sometimes see your child here and there, just to help them out with things on a daily basis. I can help. I'm not just here to train your child. That's not my job. My job is to provide healthcare services to them. And this is kind of what I do in the grand scheme of things. And I think when you sit down with parents, really get them to understand what our role is, how we can be useful to them, they really start to understand the impact that we can have. And I think that's really the big word I like to use during athletic training month is impact. That's because our job is to impact people's lives on a daily basis. And that's what I kind of pride myself on. Every day I wake up, I say I have to do 3 things when I wake up, and that's be passionate, impactful, and successful. If I'm not doing those 3 things, then I'm kind of failing at my day. So I make sure that every single day, those are the 3 things that I go by. No matter if I'm in, the classroom teaching or if I'm in the clinic working with patients before practice, whatever the case may be, I just want to make sure I'm doing those 3 things so that they can see what I do on a daily basis and how I could be of service to them.
Tom, you got anything you think we should add?
Well, I like the quote of the day or the question of the day. I've been seeing a couple other people on Twitter do that, and their kids really like it. It could be either they do dumb stuff like turkey or ham and, left or right, blue and green. But I think the athletic training stuff's great. I think I'm going to pester my coaches and try to have them make hey coach, what does an athletic trainer mean to you? And then you get to a 5-second, oh, Tom's great. And then put that on the sports medicine page because everyone knows the coaches, all the parents and stuff. So if you can have them support you and put that on I use Facebook. That's what all my kids use is Facebook. So we have a sports medicine page, but just continuing to use Twitter, trying to reach out more to coaches, strength coaches, nurses, PTs, instead of just following athletic trainer. And I'm posting bajillion pictures.
Like your community,
Mm-hmm.
like your close community. And then Twitter is great to kind of expand on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So those are the things I'll be doing.
It's fun to kind of see what everybody's got in store, and it's a lot. It's cool that we have 1 month, that just brings everybody together a little bit, which I think we're doing a better job as a profession as a whole of kind of advocating for ourselves. And it takes time, boots on the ground. There's no other way.
Yeah. Is there any things you guys wish you could do if you had a certain touch or ability or networking or resources? Anything you've seen other people do that you're like, oh man, I would love to do that, but I just don't have that ability?
I wish I could do Good Morning America, but in Philly, because Temple's located in Philly right now. So I would want to do a Good Morning America, get on a good morning, a morning show, and just kind of talk about what athletic training is, how we can help patients on a daily basis, just to get that national recognition or local recognition, just to get ourselves out there more. Because once you get stuff circulating on media outlets, things can travel from here to the West Coast really a lot quicker than, sometimes. And same thing with social media, it works the same way, but I think that gives us a way, people are definitely tuning in at that time. So they'll probably be more inclined to listen to what is kind of going on.
So my question is for you then, Aaron, have you tried reaching out, either through someone higher up in your program, or have you reached out to any of the local stations and been hey, I have this idea. Is there any way we could make this happen?
As of right now, yeah, I have, but it's fallen on deaf ears at this point.
Okay.
You know, coming from New York, New York City, we really go hard for National Athletic Training Month. We do Good Morning America and the Today Show, so it's coming back. Like, I would want to do something like that eventually, but it's definitely going to take more time. Like I said, I just moved to Philadelphia in August, so it's going to definitely take some more time to build those relationships with people in the local community. I'm still trying to just get my footing with even people at the school still, so that we can really get a lot of things more on board. I talked to my program director a lot about how we can, increase not just, athletic training here at the local level, but what is it like at the state level too, and just making sure that we're pushing the agenda of athletic training forward, because that's ultimately what everybody wants. We ultimately want that recognition. We don't want to have to continue to explain ourselves every single time we go somewhere. So it's just a continuing process, I think. This is my first year certified, so I'm still working through it, still learning how to navigate through that type of arena, but we're taking it day by day, for sure.
And I think your school is the best place to start advocating, not only to your coaches, your athletic director, but your maintenance people, your security people, your nurse, anyone that's custodian, or your lunch ladies, or the fitness, if you have fitness center, fitness staff. Get as many of those people on board and understand what you do, so you can have those allies. So when the barriers and the struggles, they're going to come. They're going to hit you. But the more people you have in your corner, the easier it is to have success and overcome those. So I think starting at your school and growing that foothold is a phenomenal place to start.
Agree.
Are
Anybody
any
else
on committees at all, by any chance?
Not yet. That's something I would definitely like to get into, though, especially with District 6. We have quite a bit of area, so there's a bunch of athletic trainers kind of down here in Texas and Arkansas. So that's something that I want to get into in the future for sure.
Yeah. I'm not on any committees. I was approached by District 4. It was a National Athletic Training Committee. They asked me if I was interested, and I was like, absolutely, I'm interested. I'll do whatever I can. But then they kind of ghosted me. So I just have this right now on my Twitter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the District 2 paid forward recipient for the EDAC committee. So that's the Ethnic Diversity Advisory Committee. So I kind of work with them on the district level, the district, state, and national level, just kind of pushing forward some programs to help increase diversity within athletic training, whether that be, making sure that equity is a big thing right now that I think they're working on because of the pay differences within athletic training. So we're just making sure we're trying to push that agenda forward, keep just moving things forward. I met a few people in EATA this past year. That's our Eastern Athletic Training Conference. It was in Connecticut. We had a lot of great ideas that we try to put forward, or going to want to put forward. So it's just a continuous process. I love being on the committee. I think it's great. It just gives you a chance to network, for sure, get your name out there, especially if you want to run for, want to be in the really in leadership. It definitely gives you a spot to have people that have your back when it comes time to explore that avenue of your athletic training career, for sure.
Anything you want to add to that, Matt?
I am currently on the EDAC committee for the New York State level, so that's been great because we're kind of like Aaron mentioned, we're trying to really bring some diversity and show that right now anyone can be. We're actually putting together some videos either by people at various levels that are athletic trainers. They don't have to be athletic trainers. They can be former athletes, former coaches, parents, etc., just to kind of bring some more awareness about athletic training in that essence. I know some of the other people on the EDAC committee did like a thing with the Girl Scouts to kind of bring some awareness, which was really cool. They did that downstate. And then also right now I am the New York State representative for the LGBTQ plus committee for D2. So really trying to push resources right now to help our athletes that may identify in that category, wherever they identify on the spectrum, to give them any sort of help or resources they may need. And hopefully as well soon enough in New York, especially at least where I'm concerned, kind of do some safe space to help people know how to maybe handle some of those more sensitive issues that they may not be as comfortable handling. So.
Yeah, I love it. And I think really one thing you mentioned was the video pilot that they're doing right now. And also Capitol Hill Day is important too. I'll just throw that out there right now. If you have any athletic training students who are looking to potentially go to Capitol Hill Day at some point in DC, they have right now, EDAC has some grants that are out that they can apply for. I think the deadline is February 28th. So they can apply for them. And, I'm trying to go down myself actually this year because DC is not too far from Philadelphia. So I'm trying to go down and 1, network, 2, advocate, and 3, just get to have a good time. I think anytime you get to go down to DC for a little bit, and really get, especially a group of months of athletic training, you really get to, learn more about your profession, learn more things that, especially as me, I'm fresh out, just recently certified, I can continue. I'm like a sponge right now. I'm soaking up everything I can get just to really continue to add to my toolbox as an athletic trainer as I continue to grow. So yeah, that's definitely coming up soon, and NATA is coming up soon too. So there's some EDAC putting on some stuff for that as well. I think that Monday. So there's going to be a lot of things going on in the future.
Man, what is going on over there? You got the loudest, most sensitive speaker ever. That's okay.
The fact that people are trying to come in here without knocking first.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
man,
give me a moment.
We all get that.
Is there anything else before we close, or do you think we hit everything?
I guess if we
Good.
didn't, we can always comment on Twitter and, keep the competition going. So
Yeah, that's true. This will be, I'll put this on the YouTube and I'll link it to the Twitter. But I appreciate the 3 of you spending your time to do this. We're going to have a lot of future topics, ones that might have a little more substance, a little more energy and hype to it. But I'm super excited for National Athletic Training Month, and I thank you guys for your time.
thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, guys.
You too.
You too, bud.
You too.